So I found this really nice Hustler zeroturn on Marketplace, and the seller advertised it as a project mower. It did not start, and it had a huge oil leak. She said it was parked in the barn over winter, and in the spring she noticed that there was a huge puddle of oil under the mower. She checked, and all the oil has leaked out from the engine. So she filled it up with fresh oil, but then the mower would not start. She said it could be something simple, it could be something serious. She really didn't know, and she didn't really want to mess with it, so she just went and bought herself a new mower and listed this one for sale. So I removed the filter from this mower, and I just want to show you how much dirt and dust it has inside the filter. Check this out. All of that came from the filter, because the filter looked fine to me. Well, it had this thing over it, and I thought I'm gonna check, and look, there's still so much dust coming out. So replace your filters, people, more often. They're cheap, but look at all of this. This is gonna be first start. I haven't even tried starting it yet. Well, let's see if it will fire up. We got power, we got choke. Sounds like we need a new starter, maybe. Okay, I guess it's not gonna start right now. I'm gonna have to check that starter. Okay, so this mower, when I go and try to start it, it just clicks, but it doesn't turn the starter. It just clicks. So I'm gonna try to jump the solenoid with a screwdriver, and we're gonna see what happens there. Oh, it turns over, and it tried to start. Let's try again. Yeah, it's actually starting. Let's give it some choke and try. Wow, it just started right up. That was the first start. Okay, well, now I know that the engine works. So, sounds like it just needs a new solenoid. I'm gonna replace the solenoid right now, and see if it will start with the key after that. And if it does, that's gonna be one problem resolved. And after that, I'm planning to power wash the engine, power wash, well, the whole mower, and wash off all this oil that's built up here. And then we will actually see better where the oil leak is coming from. Before changing out the solenoid, I'm gonna disconnect the battery. Here I got the new one. It's exactly the same thing. Well, it's a little bigger, but it's the same exact one. The new solenoid is installed. Now let's see if it will fire up with the key. Oh, it's not in park. Okay, let's see now. It works. Okay, we fixed the starting problem. Starts and runs. Now we need to fix the oil leak problem. As you can tell, it's leaking a bunch of oil. This is a lot of oil that it's leaking, but I won't see where it's coming from for sure until I power wash all of that, and then I should be able to see. But I'm still thinking that it's just the drain plug. Here's the new one that I'm gonna install, and we'll see if that fixes the problem, because if it's more serious, then we'll have to figure that out. But for now, let's get it outside, let's power wash it, and after that, we'll see where the real problem is. Here I'm just spraying some degreaser. It helps to break down all that grease, and when I'll be power washing it, it should release much easier. All this dirt, grease, and mud came off of this mower. As you can see, my driveway was clean before I started washing it, and I wasn't even done with it at this point, and there was still a lot left. So after I washed the mower, since then it sat for a couple days in the garage, and now I can actually see where it's leaking from. So right over there, you see behind that filter, there is a drain plug, and you can see how it's wet under there, on right under the plug. I already checked the seal all the way around the engine, and there is no leaks from it. So the only leak is where the drain plug is, and again, it's leaking down there. So the drain plug is in that area. It's leaking down here, and then it leaks down right there and drips onto the floor. So that's actually good news for me because it shouldn't be a serious repair. And I got this new drain plug here that I'm gonna install, and we're gonna see if that fixes our problem. Of course, first I'm gonna drain the oil, take that original plug out, and I'm gonna replace it with this, and we're gonna see after that if it leaks again or not. I can even see why it was leaking. I'll show you here. Let me clean this up. While the oil is draining. So if you can see right here, you see that gasket right there? It got caught on something when somebody was tightening it before, and it was just like that. So the drain plug wasn't even tightened. Right there, I can't even move it. It's stuck in there. So of course it's gonna leak again. good news for me because this is an easy fix. I'm gonna let all the oil drain out. It's actually really nice clean oil in there, but I'm gonna replace it. I'm also gonna replace the filter. So I'm putting in a brand new oil and a brand new filter. I'm gonna compare these two to make sure that the tread size and everything is the same. There is no gasket. It didn't come with a gasket on this side. I don't really like that. So it's gonna be on this side like that. And in the future, if I want to drain the oil, it's gonna be here, easy to access. Just unscrew this and drain out the oil from here. Gonna be much easier. Plus it's gonna stop the leak. Because on the other side I will use the proper gasket, the proper drain plug. I'm gonna seal it really well, and now instead of that side I'll be draining the oil from this side. So this is pretty tight right there. It's actually pretty easy to install because there is not much room in here, but what you do is you just thread it on there a little bit, and then you just start spinning the hose clockwise, and it just rotates like that and tightens up the plug right there. So pretty simple actually. Okay, the new drain plug is installed right here. Fastened it with some zip ties. Oil filter, new oil filter is on. Now I just fill it up with some oil. After that I will start on everything else. I will do some touch-up painting on it. It does not need a lot, like at the bottoms right there, just a little bit here and there, and just assemble it back. All the plastic covers, the discharge chute. So oh yeah, I also want to service the hydro fluid on it. I'm gonna have to replace that as well. The oil I'm using here is diesel 15W40. Some people may not agree, but I like using this oil in air-cooled engines. It really helps these engines run better, especially in the summer heat. And it's just great oil all around. If you do some research online, a lot of people have great success with this oil. The only time you can't really use this oil is in during winter months, but come on, really, nobody mows grass in the winter. Perfect oil level. right there. I'm just gonna start the engine right now so the oil filter fills up with oil, and then I'm gonna add more. I would say that's a perfect level right there. Clean this up right here right now, and we're ready to start mowing with it. The mower now runs great, it mows, there's no oil leaks anymore, so it's completely fixed. This video turned out pretty long, so I'm gonna have to make part 2 where I will be finishing this mower completely. Thank you so much for watching, please subscribe for part 2, and as always, God bless.